It's Dizzy. I'm out at my friend's farm again, and I decided today I was going to talk about something that if you have horses, you have probably had to deal with, and that's manure forks. And there are all kinds of different ones, as you can see here. About the only one that I don't have right here, she does have. That's elsewhere, and I will be going out to add that to the video. The first one is you have your ones with the plastic heads with a handle. You have it with the basket on the side. You have it with no basket on the side. I've got a wooden handle, and these can work fairly well. The only problem is the head breaks. You got to either buy a new manure fork, replace the head. You can also have the handle break. I have had it where the handle broke basically right here. So if you can't get the wood out from the top part, you're kind of out of luck. Now these all have regular handles. They do have some with the funky handles, which admittedly I don't like. Now a problem with these, if you have minis, the manure can fall right through the forks. This is supposed to be for minis. I don't know that it actually does any better. I've never used it on a mini. She does not have minis here. Her horses are all, compared to my horses, fairly large. When I was working out here years ago, I'd groom her horses and go back to mine, and my horses just seemed so small after that. Now another type of fork you have, this is called the wave fork. This has a metal handle, so it's not going to break. There's a screw there so you can take it off, and it comes apart. It has this part and this part are sold separate, and then you need 2 packs of these little things. And with this, if you have any one part of the fork break, you can replace just that part. I will admit that's my favorite type of fork. That's the kind of fork I have. Before I got that, I was replacing a fork at least every 2 years, if not earlier. And like I said, it's my favorite type of fork, but you know, you may not like that. Another fork, now this is not hers, I brought this with me. This is called a Forever fork. Again, it's got the wooden handle, and it has metal head. And supposedly with this type of fork, you don't ever need to have another fork. That's why they call it a Forever fork. And the problem with this is, if you're just using it in a stall, it probably works pretty well. However, if you're using it outside, it can really get bent up. And that's what happened with this fork. You can see that the tines are kind of going every which way but loose. The person that owns this, I don't even think he even uses it anymore. I'll be getting it back where it belongs. Now I'm going to go outside, which is where she has the last fork. So hopefully I do the right thing to pause this. And this is the last type of fork that she has. This is a basket type, and you can see the tines are really close together. Again, it has the wooden handle. Now, these forks were actually made for the pelleted bedding. I'm not really familiar how well they work with that because I don't use any pelleted bedding. She doesn't use any pelleted bedding. But the other thing that they're good for is she's got a riding arena out here, and she likes to keep it as nice as possible. So when horses mess up, poop, whatever, this works fairly well to get all of the poop up. There's not normally any little pieces left, and if there is, it's able to be scooped up fairly easily with this fork. Admittedly, these are heavy. It's not something that I would want to be using if I was cleaning a lot of stalls in a day, but some people love them. So there you have it. There's the different types of manure forks that I know of. I hope you enjoyed the video, maybe learned something from her, came up with an idea of something different than what you have. So do me a favor and tell me what type of fork is your favorite one in the comments. I hope you have a nice day, and I'll talk at you later.